On a 57-degree Thursday afternoon, we welcome you to Mosinee for this matchup in non-conference play between two of the very best in the state of Wisconsin. The number 2 overall ranked Mosinee Indians in Division II and the number 1 team in Division III, the Amherst Falcons. My name is Mike Wendland. Joey Ramsey on the camera today for Zaleski Sports as we bring you the final game of the regular season for these two teams before they get set for what for both teams hopes to be a deep playoff run, hopefully ending for both with a trip into Appleton. And for both teams, a great test with both teams getting that top seed and a first-round bye in their brackets. A chance to play top-tier competition and see what they are made of as the Falcons wrap up their in-field practice or their in-field drills right now, getting a couple final plays going forward. And with that being said, we're going to take a look at your starting lineups. We'll start with the visiting Amherst Falcons. Again, the number 1 team in Division III, the number 1 seed in their bracket at 23-0. Under manager Bill Held. Leading off in center field is number 2, senior Jake Hoffman. Batting second is your starting pitcher, number 21, junior Wyatt Blaskowski. Batting third at first base, number 8, Ben Lee. Batting cleanup the shortstop, number 3, Landon Moe. Batting fifth is your catcher, number 1, Matt Glodowski. Batting 6th in left field, number 10, Aiden Jastrzomski. Batting 7th is the designated hitter, number 42, TJ Brandel. He'll DH for the right fielder, number 9, Ethan Pesky. Batting 8th at third base, number 22, Noah Spoelstra. And batting 9th, the second baseman, number 4, Tyler Solsby. Again for the Falcons, Hoffman, Blaskowski, and Lee. Moe, Glodowski, Jastrzomski, Brandel, Spoelstra, and Solsby. Falcons in their white pinstripe pants, blue jerseys, the big Falcon crest across the front, white numbers with black outlines, and those white caps with the old school A across the top. And for the home team, the number 2 ranked in the recent coaches poll, number 1 seeded Mosinee Indians. Both teams conference champions, Amherst and the CWC South, Mosinee, the Great Northern, at 22-2 under manager Adam Olson. Leading off is your shortstop, number 11, Keegan Jerschley. Hitting second is your catcher, number 7, Taylor Limansky. Batting third at first base, number 33, Big Davin Stoffel. Batting cleanup at third base, number 5, Tanner Unertle. Batting fifth, your starting pitcher, number 20, Gavin Obremski. Hitting sixth in center field, number 3, Trevor Garski. Hitting seventh at second base, number 2, Drake Grod. Hitting eighth in right field, number 22, Trenton Dorn. And hitting ninth in left field, number 25, Eli Myland. Again, for Mosinee, Jerschley, Limansky, Stoffel, Unertle, Obremski, Garski, Grod, Dorn, and Myland. Indians in their purple jerseys, black shoulders, white numbers. The purple and white caps. So get the final couple of throws here. And then we'll get our starting lineups officially. And also an update as well for you Amherst fans. I did get a couple of updates from the sectional track and field. Hannah Wall is going to state for the high jump, the 4x800 relay team of Lee and Sage Peterson, Leonie Chabert, and Estella Brown also going. And Lauren Bird is going to state. She threw 41.7. So good look for the Falcon track and field team. But we're going to turn our attention to the diamond. Dimensions here in Mosinee, 350 dead center, 335 in the gaps, 305 down the lines. High fence as well, so you're going to have to get one up in the air. Really up in the air to try and get one out today. Wind blowing in from center. As Obremski's going to go get the spike cleaner. Looks like we'll get some final words from each coaching staff. Get the lineup cards exchanged. As again, a great battle for you guys here on Zaleski Sports today. Of course, stay tuned. We'll have the winning coach and winning player after the game as well over on home plate. Falcons coming in 23-0. Their last one, they got a win over Pacelli, or 2 wins over Pacelli on Tuesday in that doubleheader, including Aiden Jastrzomski's walk-off single in that first game. For Mosinee, 22-2. Last game Tuesday, a 12-2 win over the Wapaka Comets. It has been just under a month since they've last dropped a game. Amherst, it's been since the sectionals last year when they dropped to Coleman. Man, they're looking at a potential rematch this year over up in Crivets for that sectionals in Division 3. Taking a look at each team as well, looking at their playoff brackets, what to look for in their regionals over the next week. For Mosinee, again, they're the 1 seed. They'll host the winner of Rhinelander and Merrill in the regional semi, and then likely a rematch with Medford in the regional final. For the Amherst Falcons in D3, they'll take on the winner of St. Mary Catholic and WIAA Fremont. That's the 5-4, with a likely matchup against either Shackton or Amro in the regional final over in D3. So that being said, as the coaches do lineup cards, we will turn over to our public address for the official announcement of lineups and our national anthem. That's all right here on Zaleski Sports.
All right. You are up, Charlie.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mosinee, where it is a beautiful day for some baseball. The Mosinee Indians, the Amherst Falcons, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship at education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege, with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated.
Okay. Do your lineup, bud.
Now for your starting lineups. For Amherst, starting at center field, number 2, Jake Hoffman. Starting at pitcher, number 21, Wyatt Blaskowski. At first base, number 8, Ben Lee. At shortstop, number 3, Landon Moe. At catcher, number 1, Matthew Gladowski. In the left field, number 10, Aiden Jastromski. Designated hitter, number 42, TJ Brandy. In right field, number 9, Ethan Pesky. At third base, number 22, Noah Spoelstra. And at second base, number 4, Tyler Solsby. Now for the starting lineups for your Mosinee Indians. Starting at shortstop, number 11, Keegan Jerschley. At catcher, number 7, Taylor Limansky.
Hit him on the head.
At first base, number 33, Davin Stoffel. At third base, number 5, Tanner Unertl. At pitcher, number 20, Gavin Obremski. At center field, number 3, Trevor Garski. At second base, number 2, Drake Grod.
Drake was going to go before Trevor.
In right field, number 22, Trenton Dorn. In the left field, number 23, Eli Myland.
You ready for your national anthem? Okay.
I'll let him walk out.
Yeah, let him walk out. That's right.
Now please stand and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem.
Our anthem concluded, our lineups announced, and now we get set for baseball right here on Zaleski Sports. Again, my name is Mike Whalen. Joy Ramsey on the camera this afternoon or early evening. You should say on a mid to high 50s day, overcast skies. But all in all, it is a great day for baseball as we wrap up the regular season. Again, both teams top 2 in their divisions, number 1 seeds in the tournament. And both with major hopes to make it to Fox City Stadium in just a few weeks' time and play for a state championship in Divisions 2 and 3. Obrensky getting loose for Mosinee. On the season, his third start, he's 2-0 in 8 2/3 innings. He struck out 10, an ERA of .81. The right-hander working out of the windup, and he'll work from the extreme first base side of the pitching rubber. And he will face the top of the Falcon batting order. For Amherst, that'll be Hoffman, Blaskowski, and Lee. As a team, Amherst hitting .353 on the season in their first 23 games. They have scored 238 runs during that time. Have stolen 126 bases. So both teams, and we'll have Mosinee stats when they come up to the bat in the bottom half of the first. As what they're able to do when they get on the base pass. Final throw down. Limansky the toss down to second, and we get ready to get underway here in Mosinee. And here comes Jake Hoffman, the center fielder, hitting .435, 3 home runs, 24 driven in, 33 for 33 on stolen base attempts when he gets on. Had a little bit of a quiet day on Tuesday against Pacelli, looking to bounce back. On base as well at a .571 clip. And the first pitch here on a Thursday at 5:08 is fouled straight back. And wind blowing in from left center for a lot of line drives today. That's going to be up and over the head, 1-1, Obrensky. Again, he's only thrown 8 2/3 on the mound. His third start, he's walked 4, struck out 10. Does a good job limiting damage as that'll miss up. 2-1 now, a count to Hoffman. Hoffman, one of the Falcons, rolling with the stirrups today. Amherst, their blue jerseys, Mosinee in the purple. And it's 3-1. A little bit over, Obrensky overthrowing just a touch right now. They're releasing a touch early. Maybe overstriding a touch. Now the 3-1 is going to be ball 4, and Hoffman is aboard to start the game.
Up to bat, number 21, Wyatt Blaskowski.
So Hoffman aboard again, and we'll see if they put him in motion against a very good Mosinee defensive team. And Hoffman, 33 stolen bases. Has not been thrown out yet. Infield double play depth, corner playing on the edge of the grass, Stoffel holding the runner. And the fastball's going to miss up. 5 of his first 6 pitches have missed. As he'll work out of the stretch. Coach Bill Held giving the signs from the third base box. Hoffman with a decent lead. He'll hold. And there's a strike on the end, right down the middle. And it's 1-1 to Wyatt Blaskowski. Blaskowski, the starting pitcher, hitting .316. He had a 3 RBI day against Pacelli in Game 2 on Tuesday. Throw back, and he's in there with a dive. Again, 305 down the lines, 335 to the gaps, 350 dead center. If you get to the playground, you get a free Happy Meal. Maybe not, but that would be ideal.
I'm looking at you like, not out of my budget.
Obrensky working out of the stretch. Runner holds, and there's another strike on the inside corner, so it's 1-2 to Blaskowski.
The athletic director of Mosinee will get a Happy Meal from me.
Wyatt now having to protect, stands in the near back of the box. Runner holds, and a swing and a miss. Blaskowski retired for the first out. Got a fastball by him. He didn't get the foot down. It was a really quick move to the plate by Gavin Obrensky. Really nice job. And here comes Ben Lee. Big first baseman, hitting .515, 5 home runs, 43 driven in. the UW Milwaukee commit. And he'll take a strike. He's got 3 home runs in the month of May, a couple of grand slams, including the big one of the year, that walk-off against Columbus Catholic a few Saturdays ago. Hoffman still over at first. Surprised he hasn't taken off yet. And then stepping off. Time was called by Lee. Lee open stance to the right-handed box. Hoffman the lead, throw over, and he's going to be in there. Ball was almost thrown away at Coach Trudell in the first base box, but Stoffel, using that big frame, is able to reel it in. Another throw over, and again safe with a dive. Rod and Jershly, the double play combo up the middle for Mosinee. Unertal over at third, Stoffel at first. And that's going to be down. That's going to be blocked. The runner will hold. Good play that time from Limansky behind the plate. Outfield, Dorn in right. Garski in center. Myland over in left. Count a ball and a strike to Lee. This might be the longest I've seen Jake Hoffman still at first base. And there's a ground ball. Could be 2. 6, 4, inning over. Just like that, the leadoff walk is erased on a 6-4-3 double play from off the bat of Ben Lee. We've played 1/2 inning. Falcons leave none. You're watching non-conference baseball between 2 of the top teams in central Wisconsin on Zaleski Sports.
Central Door Solutions is the premier commercial and residential overhead door and dock equipment provider in north central Wisconsin. Our staff of trained professionals have the resources it takes to respond to emergency calls quickly. We use only the highest quality materials and top manufacturers in our overhead doors, hollow metal entry doors, dock equipment, screen doors, and much more.
Whether it's your home or business, farm or industrial, Central Door has your solution. Central Door Solutions, where personality opens doors and character keeps them open.
Bottom half of inning number 1 on the way. Wyatt Blaskowski gonna head out there to work for the Amherst Falcons, the junior right-hander. Making his 7th start of the year. He's 6-0 in 34 innings, an ERA of 2.06. He struck out 50, I should say, in those innings. Walked only 8, giving up just 20 hits and 10 earned runs on the season for the Falcons. Part of this 4-man rotation that they like to use. The defense behind him, outfield left to right, will be Jastrzomski, Hoffman, and Pesky. Infield left to right, Spoelstra, Moe, Solsby, and Lee. As we get our screen fixed for you guys. In the bottom half of the first, he'll face Jershly, Limansky, and Stoffel to get things going here in the first. And as he does that, a quick reminder as well from our friends at Fleet Farm to make sure you don't miss Fleet Farm's Countdown to Summer event. Save on everything for outdoor work and play, from lawn and garden tools to grilling and fishing gear. So save today at Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. Keegan Jershly to lead things off. Blaskowski out of the stretch. First pitch to Jershly is going to be a swing and a miss on a high fastball. 0-1. Keegan on the season hitting .421. He's got 1 out of the ballpark. He's driven in 21. There's Wyatt working from the left side out of the stretch. Big breaking ball, ground ball to short. Big hop, Moe, throw across, 1 out. Took it right above the belt. Swallowed it up and made a good throw across to Lee.
Number 7, Taylor Limansky.
And that'll bring up Taylor Limansky. Catcher hitting .327. So Blaskowski brings it back to his belt and drops one down, and that's going to bounce him over to the screen for the first ball. Limansky open stance, back foot right on the edge of the chalk line, and then he'll step into and pop it up. Foul out of play, first base side. So ball and a strike. Leskowski set again. Swing and a miss. Got a fastball by him just above the belt. Swung over the top of it. So 1-2 for the Mosinee catcher. Breaking ball popped him up. Lee rotating into foul ground. Long run. He's going to get there. He'll squeeze it with two hands for the second out of the inning. So that'll bring up Davin Stoffel.
Up to bat for Mosinee, number
First base
3,
hitting .426. One home run, 20 driven in. As a team, Mosinee hitting .309 on the season. In Champions of the Great Northern. 22-2. Laskowski set the first pitch. He's going to be in there for a strike. Infield to play back. Spoelstra at third base, playing edge of the grass over at third. That's fouled straight back off the hands, and it's 0-2 now. We'll see if Laskowski breaks out his curveball or if he tries to get another fastball by Stoffel. Guy moves up in the box, half a step, still open stance. Head right over the right ear. Fastball, fly ball into center. Hoffman, though, is in his tracks. He'll make the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Wyatt. Laskowski. Stoffel got that one just off the end a bit. And we've played one complete and go to the second. Your score after one, there is no score on Zaleski Sport.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no. One man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
Top half of inning number 2 on the way. Landon Moe to lead things off, followed by Gladowski and Jastrzomski for the Amherst Falcons. Obremski in his second inning of work. Had the leadoff walk, but then he got that big double play over from Lee. As we get a couple more warm-up tosses in there, and as he does that, a quick reminder as well from our friends at Heartland Custom Homes, Central Wisconsin's premier home builder. For 50 years, Heartland Custom Homes in Plover has kept their mission of building better living for you and your family. Moe, the shortstop, hitting .390. He's driven in 16.
Up to bat for Amherst, number 3, Landon Moe.
He's on base at a .518 clip. As a team, Falcons at .498 coming into today. Obremski lines delivers from the left-hand side, and that's going to be just a touch low for ball one. There's a little knuckler into right field. That's going to be a leadoff single. And Moe is aboard to start off the second. Didn't hit it well, but he hit it in the right spot. And second base runner for the Falcons here in this one.
Up to bat, number 1, Matthew Gladowski.
That'll bring up Matt Gladowski, the catcher. Moe over at first base. Again, Falcons and Mosinee both steal a ton of bases. Combined 237 between them. Moe's got 14 of those. As Gladowski, a .365 hitter, stepping in. Runner holds, and that's going to be down for ball one. So it looks like it'll be a little bit of a tight zone today. Not much at the knees or slightly below. Let's throw over, safe with a dive. Matt Glowski's been swinging the bat really well as of late. He's got 1 home run, 17 RBIs. That home run was in Wittenberg a couple weeks ago. And that'll miss down as well. Ball gets through Limansky and on his way to second is Mullen. What'll be a passed ball? And now a runner in scoring position early on here for Amherst. So 2-0 to Glowski. On base at a .571 clip. That's second on the team. And that's going to be a miss away, and it's 3-0. Because there's one good thing about being this close to both dugouts. You can hear the chatter from both teams. Amherst notoriously pretty loud with their chirps, but also very good-natured. It is taken all the way. He'll take a strike. 3-1. Mosinee very much the same. Again, non-conference game. These teams, in between the lines, they may not like each other that much, but out in the dugouts, there's nothing wrong. 3-1 the count to Matt Glowski. Mo holds at second. Jersey holding him on, and a swing and a miss. Foul tip into the mitt, throw back into second, hits, or may have grazed Mo, bounces up. Jersley keeps it in front, so now the count runs full. Obremski looking for his first strikeout of the day. Runner holds, and it's popped foul and out of play back behind home plate. Again, mid-50s day was 57 at first pitch 15 minutes ago. We play here in the top half of the second. Runner holds, and a quick pivot back, and no one covering, so Landon will just walk back into second base. Aiden Jastrzomski sitting on deck. Aiden the walk-off hero on Tuesday. Runner holds, little looper down the line and right on the run. That's going to hook foul. A little bit too much slice on that one. Might have been better with a 9-iron. So Glowski will try this again. But either way, he's making Obremski throw. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Jersley holding the runner. Kind of. 3-2 one more time. Line drive deep and left. That's going to get all the way down. That's going to get to the fence. Mo around third. He is going to score. On his way to second, it's an RBI double for Matt Glowski. RBI number 18. And the Falcons are on the board here in the second. Left fielder Milo was playing pretty shallow.
Up to bat number 10, Aiden Jastrzomski.
And that ball was hit well and got over his head. So here comes Aiden Jastrzomski, the left fielder. Aiden at 255. He's driven in 13. Again, the walk-off single, his big moment, as he'll take a strike. He rolled one through a drawn-in infield to beat Pacelli in Game 1 of that doubleheader a couple days ago over in Amherst. Probably see Aiden as well on the mound here in relief. He's likely going to be the first guy out of the pen if Blaskowski gets into trouble. Grod holding the runner on, fastball high and away. A ball and a strike to Aiden. Left-handed hitter. Nobody out here in the second. And that's going to be down in the dirt. So 2-1, hitters count. We'll see with nobody out if they want to think about putting Glowski in motion. He's got very good speed. He's stolen 12. And we saw during the fall what he can do as a running back. Conference player. And that's going to bounce away. Runner will hold. It's outside, 3-1. And Stronsky stands pretty much straight on over in that left-handed box. Taken all the way, and he'll take a strike on the outside corner. Counter run full. So again, a trio of pretty solid at-bats for the Falcons, running the count deep. Making Obremski throw. The 3-2. Got him swinging. Got one by him. Second strikeout. And that'll bring up the DH, TJ Brandel.
Up to bat, number 42, TJ Brandel.
Brandel hitting .321. He's got a home run. He's driven in 20. That home run is only extra base hit. But he's going to roll one over to second. Grod will take it, throw over in time, second out, throw back over to third, and Gladowski will hold there. So 2 outs in the inning. Runner now just 90 feet away, and here comes Noah Spoelstra. Spoelstra had .295 in his freshman season, 13 RBIs. He's played a little bit of every spot on the diamond. Caught a couple games. He's played the corners. He's played the outfield. Playing third base today. And he'll take a strike. Run in on 2 hits for the Falcons so far. Runner at third, 2 outs. Fastball stays up. And it's a ball and a strike. Spoelstra has drawn his share of walks, 14 of them this year. He's on base at .460. Getting in the 8th spot today. Popped him up.
Who's got it? Drake?
Grod rotating over. He'll make the call. He'll make the catch. And the inning is over. But Amherst does strike. They get a run on 2 hits. We played an inning and 1/2. Your score is the Amherst Falcons 1, Mosinee 0. So you're watching non-conference baseball to wrap up the regular season on Zaleski Sports.
Need incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1, 2, 3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1, 2, 3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, nasonvilledairy.com.
Bottom half of inning number 2. Here from Mosinee, Wyatt Blaskowski after working a 1-2-3 first. Now has a run of support behind him, trying to keep that 0 up there here in the second. He'll face the heart of the Mosinee order, 4, 5, and 6. Nerdl, Obremski, and Garski. He'll get his final warm-up toss. So here comes the senior Tanner Unerdl, hitting .306. 1 home run. He's driven in 21. Left-handed hitter. Blaskowski got an out in every way imaginable. Ground ball, pop-up, fly ball. And wind blowing in pretty strong from slightly left center. There's a big swing and a miss on a breaking ball. It gets by everybody, rolls back to the backstop, and it's 0-1. Blaskowski primarily fastball, curveball. He'll drop in a changeup every now and then. Man, that's outside. 1-1. Likely see him in a regional final. That's popped up, foul out of play. Third base side will pass the Indian dugout. Blaskowski looking for his first strikeout today. His 4th batter faced. And he struck out 50 so far in 34 innings, making his 10th total appearance, 7th start. Breaking ball rolled over. That's a fair ball. Blaskowski fields underhand over, 1 out. More that one off the end of the bat.
Up to bat for Mosinee, number 20.
That'll bring up the pitcher, Gavin Obremski. Obremski hitting .309 this year. He's got a home run. He's driven in 14. Another left-handed hitter. First pitch is going to be just a touch up, and it's 1-0. Infield playing mostly straight up, outfield maybe a step toward right in center. And there's a fly ball popped foul, long run left field side, and that's going to land foul. So it's a ball and a strike. To Obremski. Quick sign, and Blaskowski set. Curveball will hook around the zone, but not through it, and it's 2-1. And first pitch 24 minutes ago. It was 5:08. And there's going to be a fastball up, 3-1. Three and 1 the count. Blaskowski set. Popped him up. Long run. And it'll be out of play, and the count will run full. 3-2. As again, lights turn on right away. We will play under the lights here on this Thursday. And both teams getting that playoff bye playing today. Regionals wrap up next week. Sectionals the week following. Mid-June, we'll see the state tournament over in Appleton. Be with both teams, hoping to be there. The full count, swing and a miss. High fastball got by him. First strikeout for Wyatt Blaskowski, second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Trevor Garski, the center fielder. Garski at 250 on the year. He's driven in a 13. Third on the team in steals if he gets on. He's got 15. Part of one of the 111 that Mosinee's taken this year. Now one will miss low. Wyatt set. Big curveball is going to be down. Gets through, and it's 2-0. 2-0 the count to Garski. Mosley looking for the first base runner. And there's a strike. And fairly chilly for late May. Teams from both teams, myriad amount of sleeves. Some guys going sleeveless as there's a swing and a miss, and it's 2-2 now. And Blaskowski looking for a second strikeout of the inning, trying to get through 2 scoreless. Blaskowski winds the 2-2. Breaking ball, big swing and a miss. Throw down to first, going to bounce in there. Lee will take it on a hop. Man, it looks like me out there, but there's the third out of the inning, and we go to the third. Nothing across for Mosinee. We go to inning number 3. Your score, it is Amherst 1, Mosinee 0 on Zaleski Sports.
When you want to win games, you look for an expert. Here's 2-time national champion, Coach Jack Bennett.
I may know a few things about basketball, but I'm a rookie when it comes to vehicles. I trust the team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers to call those shots. They're professionals to remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Go with the winning team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers.
Inning number 3 up, and we got a change already for Mosinee. Keegan Jersley into pitch. Obremski will go behind the plate. Limansky into right field. Garrett Shoup in second base. Grot over to short. Looks like Milan might be out of the game. Or it might be Dorn. Or it looks like Dorn is out. So Coach Olson going through all of the changes with our home plate umpire, and we'll get the full ones in just a second. But right now, look at the numbers for Keegan Jersley on the mound, making his 8th appearance, second out of the bullpen. He's 5-1. He's .42 ERA, 33 strikeouts, 18 walks, and 33 in the third innings. He'll face 9-1-2 for the Amherst Falcons. Solsby, Hoffman, and Blaskowski. I remember seeing Jersley a little bit last year during the Legion ball in the summer, and I was extremely impressed with what he brings to the table for such a young player. He's going to be a good one, folks. Mosinee fans, Central Wisconsin baseball fans, keep an eye on Keegan Jersley. He is a name to look for. Final throw down, it gets through. So here comes Tyler Solsby, the junior, hitting .421. He's really been swinging the bat well recently. He's got 6 RBIs. Got a big thanks to everyone joining us today. So we wrap up the regular season, get set for playoffs. Softball playoffs going on right now, regional final Thursday. As there's a strike. Man, that'll miss outside. Or Dorn's still DHing. Little looper into left, long run, and that'll make the catch. It is Milan for the first out. Good read on that one. That ball was slicing away from him. Now going out, here comes Hoffman. Hoffman walked back in the first, was erased on a double play ball. So Jake, nothing for nothing today, .435 batter. And Jersley gets the first out. And he'll take a strike. And a little in front, a swing and a miss on the outer half, and pull that foot, and it's 0-2. Jersley looking for his first strikeout now in relief. And he will go wave and a miss. 3 pitches and there's 2 outs. Hoffman retired, and that'll bring up Blaskowski, who struck out back in the first.
Up to bat, number 21, Wyatt Blaskowski.
So great start for Jersley. And he'll miss that one down, and it's picked by Obremski behind the plate. And there's a strike. The 1-1. That's going to be a 52-foot fastball, and it's 2-1. Jersley working from the windup will sail one high and inside, and he's fallen behind 3-1 now to Blaskowski. The 3-1, fly ball into right center. That's going to split the gap. That's going to be extra bases for Blaskowski. He's on his way to second. Throw's coming in there. It's cut off. It's a stand-up 2-out double for the Falcon pitcher. And with 2 outs, that'll bring up Ben Lee.
Up to bat, number 8, Ben
Third hit of the day for Amherst. Second double. And Wyatt's starting to really swing the bat. Had a little bit of a slump mid-season. He's starting to swing it better. Had 3 RBIs again at Game 2 against Pacelli. As here comes Lee. Will have one go high and outside. Big leg kick and outside, 2-0. Again, very tight zone so far today. And that's off the hands, fouled out of play, right field side. Slicing toward the football field. So 2-1 now to Lee. That was one he wanted back. He's going to want back. That was a good pitch to hit. And he fouls down off of his front foot. And he'll walk that one off. And good on Obremski, walking out there, talking to his pitcher. Let Lee get the stinging out. He'll feel it more tomorrow, but as of right now, it definitely doesn't feel good when it's still only in the mid-50s. So 2-2. The Falcon first baseman. Blaskowski, the runner at second. Got him swinging. He chased one outside, inning over. And he ends up getting a couple of strikeouts in the third. We played 2.5. A runner left on a hit. Your score, Amherst 1, Mosinee 0 on Zaleski's.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Bottom half of inning number 3. Blaskowski back out to work again. He's going to face the bottom of the order. And we'll see. The lineup card had Dorn listed as a DH/right fielder, so we'll see if he's still in as the DH. Or if Shoup will be in there to hit. Either way, Drake Rod's going to lead things off against Wyatt Blaskowski. Falcons got a run in the top half of the second on the RBI from Glodowski. And as we do get set, a quick reminder as well from our friends at Silver Lake Lanes. And for the best fish fry around, make it Silver Lake Lanes in Scandinavia. Family fun on the bowling lanes and great food along with it, and it's all under one roof. So stop in, especially tomorrow. Look at that Friday night fish over in Scandinavia, right across from Silver Lake, right next to the Thunderbird Field. As the final throw from Blaskowski is sent down to second base, and here comes Drake Grod. Grod at 267, he's driven in 16. And as a team, Mosinee hitting 309 on the year. Scored 210 runs in their 24 games, including 12 on Tuesday over against Wapaka. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Blaskowski hitting the knees that time.
42 is going to be next. Okay.
Garrett's batting? No, 22. Dorn is.
Oh, Dorn's going to bat? Okay.
So there's one in the outer half, so it's 0-2. Blaskowski got a couple of strikeouts in that second.
All right. Okay, what do we got here for
I think it's okay.
As that's fouled back. Wind starting to shift over a little bit now, blowing more in left to right.
So Dorn's going to do the DH, but Garrett's in for second.
There's a line drive in the gap. That's going to be down, a base hit. Picked up on a hop from Pesky. And there's the first hit and the first base runner of the game for Mosinee off the right-handed swing of Drake Grodd. Gets a kudos from Ben Lee over at first. And with the runner aboard, here comes Trenton Dorn. He's DHing now. Started the game in right field. When they made their moves, put Jershly in, they brought in Shoop to play second. Dorn is now the DH, hitting 200. He's driven in 10 on the year. Wide open stance in that right-handed box. Big lead for Grodd. Slide step. Trying to drop down a bunt, and he rolls it foul. Grodd over at first has stolen 11 bases. Dorn this year has dropped down 1 sacrifice bunt. Lead a half step smaller now for Grodd. Near the cutout. He'll hold. Trying to square. He'll pull back and take one low for ball 1. So ball and a strike to Dorn. Leskowski brings a leg kick that time, and he'll drop down a perfect sacrifice bunt. Throw over for the out, but that'll advance the runner to second. Tying run now in scoring position with just 1 out. Perfectly executed from the number 8 hitter.
Up to bat, number 23, Eli Myland.
So the 1 out, here comes Eli Myland. Hitting 270, he's driven in 18. Playing in left field. Grodd, good speed over at second. And that's going to be bounced in. Good read. Throw to third is going to be late. Wild pitch advances the runner to third. Good base running from Grodd. He was going right when he saw that ball hit the dirt. He took off. He got there easily. Glanowski did a decent job keeping it in front, but with a jump like that, there's nothing you're going to do as they'll bring the infield in here in the third. Fly ball into deep right. Pesky backing up. He's there for the catch. Throw's going to go into second. It's going to be no return. And it's a sacrifice fly, an RBI, and we're tied 1-1. Here in the third, a sacrifice fly by Myland. His first sacrifice fly of the year, RBI number 19. And here comes Jershly. Jershly grounded out to short his first time up. He's 0 for 1. And the first one's going to bounce in there, go roll back to the backstop. Leskowski working out of the stretch. Infield back at normal depth. Outfield playing slightly to pull. And that ball is yanked foul. And it's a ball and a strike. That ball is hit well, but not in fair territory. Mosinee's hit 4 home runs this year as a team. Jershly's got 1 of them. Leskowski out of the stretch with 2 outs. There's a line drive into the right center field gap. That's down. That's going to be extra bases. Hoffman turns. He's going to get it in, and it's going to be a 2-out double for Jershly. 12th double of the season for Keegan, second hit of the inning. And that'll bring up Limansky, who popped up in foul ground to first base his first time up. Go-ahead run here in the third over at second base. Leskowski comes set. Solsby holds the runner. There's a roller over to short. Mo's there, step, throw, and the inning is over. Got him by a step and a half, and we've played 3 complete, 2 hits, bring in a run, and a runner is left. So we go to the top. We go to the 4th inning of the whole new ball game now Your score tied at 1 on Zaleski Sports.
Whitetail Lanes is your fun headquarters in central Wisconsin. We offer a clean, family-friendly environment. Whether you come to bowl, eat, visit our pro shop, or just hang out, we'll show you what customer service is all about. We pride ourselves on serving excellent food at reasonable prices. Try our Friday night fish fry, or come out on Saturdays for our delicious homemade pizza cooked in our new stone ovens. Book us for your next party or event. Once you've been here, we know you'll be back. Whitetail Lanes, just north of Amherst Junction on Q.
Top half of inning, and number 4 is up. It's big thanks to Justin and Tanner watching. It is good, and Justin, you were right. It is a very good matchup again. 2 of the top teams in the state, 2 of the very best in mid-Wisconsin. Mosinee coming in number 2 in Division 2 in the most recent coaches poll. They're a top seed in their bracket. Amherst number 1 in Division 3. They're also a 1 seed. Both teams with the bye today. As Landon Moe will lead things off in the top half of inning number 4. Jersley back out there. Gave up a 2-out hit, but struck out a pair and stranded him.
We have Tuesday, and then if we win that, we play Thursday. Yes.
Final throw for Jersley.
Thanks. He gives me a peace sign.
And we'll get set to start here in the 4th. Landon Moe singled and scored back in the second, just rolled one into right. Scored on the Gladowski double. Jersley working from the windup. And there's a little roller over to first. Stoffel is there. He'll take it himself, 3 unassisted, and 1 pitch and 1 out to start inning number 4. Now to bring up Matt Gladowski. RBI double his first time up. Hit one to deep left. Wide stance in that right-handed box, and he's going to take one down for ball 1. Going to win again, starting to shift now, almost dead center blowing in. And 2-0 now. Gladowski's drawn his share of walks this year. 19 of them. He's also been hit by a pitch 6 times. Again, gets on base at a .571 clip. There's a little roller foul third base side. So 2 balls and a strike now to the Falcon catcher. Jersley really settled in. Gave up the 2-out double, but that's been it. Nothing really hard hit since. Jersley working. And he'll miss down and away with a fastball. It's 3-1. The 3-1 working quick. Line drive to short. A 1 big hop. Grod steps, throws, 2 outs. Ball is hit hard, but right on a big hop. And Grod right there to record the second out. So here comes Aiden Jastrzomski. He struck out swinging his first time up. And that's down and in. And chased a high fastball last time. He's facing old Bremski. We're 1-1 here in the 4th. Foul tip into the mitt. So that'll even things up 1-1. That's a touch low. 2-1. And the hollow of the knee is really not there. You're going to have to get it at the patella if you want it to be a strike. The 2-1-2, Jastrzomski is in there for a strike. Upper portions of the zone. It's 2-2. Jersley trying to work a 1-2, 3/4. That's fouled back. Tried to get him to chase high fastball. He did, but Jastrzomski just got a piece enough. Keegan works the windup. Fouled back again, another fastball. Guy I think could be setting up a curveball here or a slider or anything off speed. They've thrown back-to-back fastballs, upper portions of the zone, changing the eye level. Can maybe go below the knees here and try and get him to chase. The 2-2. And there it is, but it's outside. Tried to freeze him and didn't miss by much. So now full count with Brandel standing on deck. Got him swinging. That time a fastball high outside corner. Third strikeout, and we're halfway through this one. We're ready through 3.5. Your score, it is 1-1 on Zaleski Sports.
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Bottom half of the fourth is up. Blaskowski back to work. He's going to face Stoffel, Unerdl, and Obremski. Here for Mosinee. And as he takes his warm-up toss, as a quick reminder as well from our friends at Spectrum Benefit Solutions with offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. So find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started today. Through 3 innings, Mosinee, a run on 2 hits. They have left 1. They have not committed an error. Amherst, a run on 3 hits. They have left 2 without an error as well through 4.
Up to bat, number 33,
Stoffel flew out to center. His first time up. Just got it off a little bit off the end of the bat and just looped one over to Hoffman. As Blaskowski, after giving up a couple hits and a run last inning, trying to buckle down, he's going to go through 3, 4, and 5 in the order here. And the first pitch is in there with a big looping curveball for strike 1. That was a pitch that Blaskowski threw so well in WIAA, was perfect through 6 1/3. And that one is, there's another one rolled foul on a curveball. Ended up striking out 14 in that game. Gave up just a single hit off the end of a bat. In a shutout win. One of his 6 on the season. He's got Stoffel 0-2. Fastball, ground ball to short. Mo is there. Step, throw, and there's the first out. First out of the inning. And that'll bring up Tanner Unerdl. And yeah, I think as well for the Falcons, they got to be liking playing on an infield where they know there's not going to be really many bad hops after playing in a lot of the fields they play in the CWC. Very few grass infields, mostly all dirt. As here comes Unerdl. He hit a comebacker. A little swinging bunt last time. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch will miss down for ball 1. So we hit the 6 o'clock hour. Again, game moving quick. Only 50 minutes in, ready in the bottom of the 4th. And it's 2-0. That one down and away. Blaskowski only at 42 pitches through 3 1/3. Good shape. Working out of the stretch to Unerdl. And there's a curveball on the outside corner for a strike. Blaskowski mixing in that breaking ball a little bit more, second time through the order. He's a number 2 or 3. What's that? He's a number 2 or 3. Oh, yeah. First baseman for Ace. There's a ground ball over to Lee at first. Big hop. He takes it himself, and he'll rotate over and step on it for the second out. So Blaskowski through 3 2/3. He'll face Obremski, who he struck out back in the second.
20, Gavin Obremski.
Blaskowski working quick. Curveball buckled him, and he takes it for a strike on the outside corner. Widestone has a steady diet of hooks today here in this fourth inning. He's got Mosinee just a little bit off balance through the heart of this order, but all he's got to do is hang on, and Obremski has got the ability to make him pay as that'll miss outside. 1-1 to the Mosinee catcher, again coming in at 309. He's got one of their 4 team homers this year. And wind blowing no toward his direction, blowing toward right. Popped him up to center. Hoffman ranging over, stumbles a bit, but he'll scoop over there and make the catch. And the inning is over. Mosinee goes 1-2-3 in the fourth as we go to inning number 5. Your game still tied up at 1 as you're watching the final day of the regular season here in non-conference baseball on Zalep.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
We go to the 5th. Thanks everyone joining us today. Man, it's Jersley back out for his 3rd inning. He'll face Brandel, Spoelstra, Solsby, 7, 8, and 9 for the Amherst Falcons in a 1-1 game. Again, your line scores through 4 for Amherst. A run on 3 hits, no errors. They have left 2. For Mosinee, a run on 2 hits. They've left 1, again, without an error. Jersley, 2 innings of work so far in relief. He's given up 1 hit. He struck out 3. Obremski went the first 2, gave up a hit, a run on 2 hits. He struck out 2, walked 1, I should say. Blaskowski threw 4. He's given up 2 hits on a run. He struck out 2. So here's TJ Brandel. He grounded out to second his first time up. And the first one will miss down. The big sophomore in DH the past few games. Chopper, high, bounce to second. Shoop there. Throw, high throw, and he's safe. It'll be an E4. Which will bring Brandel on about a wide throw. Stoffel couldn't keep the bag. So that'll bring up Spoelstra. And we're going to get a pinch runner. Pesky will run for Brandel. So the DH is out of the game. So Pesky will run for himself now. So here's Spoelstra. Noel popped up to second his first time up. Unerto playing on the grass. And there's a strike on the outer half, and it's 0-1. Middle infield double play depth. Stoffel holding the runner on Pesky. Pesky's stolen 1 base this year. Throw over, and he's safe with a dive. Big swipe tag. If Stoffel ever connects on one of those, that's going to hurt. Small lead. Slide step. Fouled back. Fastball's at the chin. He chased it. Now he's behind 0-2. Jersley again working well. Had the error behind him, but he's given him just the 1 hit now in 2+ innings. Been throwing strikes. Snap throw, safe with a dive.
He's gonna get him.
Big leg kick, fouled off.
He's, that's what he does. That's pretty good. Yeah, they've got 3. This one's a 9th grader too. That's up to bat.
Nothing in 2 to Spoelstra with a big leg kick down in the dirt. Good block by Obremski.
22. Yeah. Oh, that was a ball.
That means he's a freshman now, right?
Yes.
Spoelstra stepping back in.
Oh, because they said 9. Yeah, freshman. Yeah. I keep thinking like
Right on the inside corner. He's leaning over Rizzo style. And that one just missed. Tried to get the inside corner. Looked pretty good from here. But it's 2-2. Ethan Pesky staying over at first as Jersey will step off. Two and two. Throw over, and in there with a dive.
I don't think he had some point into it.
Spoelstra trying to get that runner over. 2-2. Slide step, down, 3-2. Count runs full to Spoelstra. Tense inning so far. We had the error to start things off, and now the count runs full with Solsby on deck. Got him swinging. Fastball down below the knees. He went right over the top of it. Strikeout number 4 for Jersley, and there's the first out of the inning. So one out, here comes Tyler Solsby. Solsby flew out to left. His first time up. Pesky still over at first. Top of the order on deck. Jersley trying to work around that leadoff error. Keep that runner at first. Slide step, and a slider's in there for a strike. And Jershey, only a sophomore himself, he's going to be one of the best players in the state the next 2 seasons. That one's fouled straight back. So now 0-2 to Solsby. Hoffman on deck. Trying to work through this 5th inning. Throw over, in there with a dive. Pesky, small lead over at first, not going to be running. 0-2. And Solsby just gets a piece, fouls it off. And Tyler's been swinging well recently, came in hitting .421. Down the count 0-2. Jersley comes set. Slide step, breaking ball, just inside. Jersley didn't like it. I don't blame him. That looked really, really good. So 1-2 now to Solsby, but now he got him thinking inside. He can look outside, and he fouls it off. High fastball that time. So after the first 4 innings, only took about 50 minutes. We're having a longer go of it here in the 5th. 1 hour into this game. Slide step, down. Solsby takes it, ball 2. The throwback is scooped up by Jershey like he's a first baseman. Pesky taking his lead off of first. Stoffel holding him on. In double play depth up the middle. Popped him up. Foul territory, long run over. And that's going to drop. Foul. So Obremski will get the mask back on. Jersley gets his hat back on. Count remains 2-2 to Tyler Solsby. Another breaking ball down in the dirt. Good block behind the plate from Obremski, and it's now full, 3-2. The two sophomores working well together. Throw over, and he's in there with a dive. Pesky's looking back like, well, TJ could have done this. Why am I running right now? 3-2 to Solsby. Small lead at first. Slide step. Outside, ball 4, and there's 2 on with just 1 out. Top of the order up. And it all goes back to that 1-2 slider that wasn't called. So here comes Hoffman. Hoffman 0 for 1. A walk and a strikeout today. And he's been scuffling the past few games at the plate. Center field, Garski playing extremely shallow. And a fastball right down the middle for strike 1 to Hoffman. And Hoffman came in hitting .435. He's got 3 home runs. He's driven in 24. Little looper into center. That's down. That's going to be a base hit. They're going to go station to station. Pesky scampers into third, and they're loaded for Wyatt Blaskowski. Hoffman just gets the bat on the ball. 4th hit. So here comes Blaskowski. Wyatt, 1 for 2, a double back in the 3rd. He struck out in the 1st. Corners will play in. Double play depth. Up the middle. Garski playing again pretty shallow in center. Fastball is up. Blaskowski, 19 RBIs this year. Go ahead run in the 5th over at third base. 2-0. Pesky at third. Solsby at second. Hoffman at first. Gapper can probably score 3. Popped him up, fouled out of play. 2-1. Parking lot ball. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Jersey looking for a strikeout here. Little chopper foul, and that's off the shin of assistant coach Trudell. Was expecting the big hop. That didn't get there, and he hits it right off the right shin. But he looks no worse for wear. 2-2 to Blaskowski. Again, corners playing in. Just outside. Full count, 3-2, 1 out. Swing and a miss. He chased ball 4, and there's a second out. And that'll bring up Ben Lee. Lee 0 for 2. But any Falcon fans knows this situation. They've seen it before, and twice he's emptied them in the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Including a walk-off. And he'll take one outside. Lee, 5 home runs, 43 driven in. He'll take a strike that time, upper part of the zone. A ball and a strike. That's up at his eyes, 2-1, and that's quite the feat to get it up at the eyes of someone about 6'5". 2-1, wind blowing left to right. Hoffman, Solsby, Pesky, the runners. That's down in the dirt. It holds, and it's 3-1. Obremski's going to go and talk to him, make sure they have the right plan. Make sure they have the right pitch. Lee getting words from Coach Trudell. Lee back in the box, open stance to that right-handed side. Jersley with a 3-1 count. He's got to get to the plate. Ball 4, and a run is in. Lee gets the free pass, an RBI, number 44. The easiest way you can possibly get it.
Up to bat, number 3, Landon Moe.
And that'll bring up Landon Moe. Moe 1 for 2, a single and a run scored back in the second. And that's down and in the dirt. Kind of slid that back foot and they kind of yanked his arm off. Moe, 16 RBIs, as we're going to have a meeting on the mound to try and calm down Keegan. Two walks in the inning, a hit and an error. That's an unearned run that came across. And that's what started this inning, the wide throw from Shoup over at second base. That was Pesky, that was Brandel. Pesky running, came around to score on the Lee walk. Lone hit in the inning is the Hoffman single. And it's 1-0 to Landon Moe. Big spot. Infield playing back. Man, there's a strike. Good fastball, one of the best ones he's thrown today. Jersey put a little extra on that one, and it's 1-1. Again, Garski, Canobano is playing very shallow, a lot of room in right center. And Moe tried to go in and fouled that one straight back. And he knows it. He has a big smile on his face. He looks over toward Coach Held in the third base coaching box. He knows that was one he could have driven. So now 1-2. Runners take their leads. Outside. 2-2. The 2-2 to Moe. Popped him foul and out of play. He stays alive. Gladowski on deck, hoping to get in at bat here with another couple of runs in. Top half of inning number 5. 2-1. Amherst on the Lee walk. Down in the dirt. Good take. It goes full. And now the runners get a head start. Jersley set. The 3-2 to Moe. And it's down and away. Ball 4. Another run is in. It's 3-1. Third walk of the inning. And all these runs are unearned. And here comes Gladowski, 8th hitter to hit this inning. Gladowski 1 for 2, an RBI double back in the second. And he'll take a strike. That one paints the knees right down the middle. Strike 2. Back-to-back fastballs, and now Gladowski well behind. Jersley now working from the windup. Strike 3 called, high strike, and the inning is over. But Amherst does get 2 runs. They're both unearned on 1 hit, and they leave them with an error, and they leave them loaded. We're through 4.5. It is now Amherst 3 and Mosinee 1 on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggleworms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Bottom half of inning number 5. Wyatt Blaskowski back out to work now with a 2-run lead. And as he does that, a quick reminder as well that a big thank you is going out to our game day sponsors today. A.J. Holly & Sons, Amherst Family Foods, H.O. Wolding, Northwind Solar, Amherst International Bank, OK Hardware, and Amherst Telephone. It'll be Garski, Grod, and Dorn to face Blaskowski. Final throw down. Blaskowski threw 4 innings of 1-run baseball. He's thrown 47 pitches through 4. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 5 runners left for Amherst. A run on 2 hits, and a runner left with an error for Mosinee. Blaskowski out of the stretch, and he'll have a curveball spin low for ball 1. Grod singled and scored back in the 3rd on the sacrifice fly from Myland. Down and away, 2-0. Blaskowski threw 4, getting in 2 hits. The 1 run he was earned. He struck out 2, has not walked a batter yet. And he's behind 3-0. I think Garski take it all the way. Blaskowski set. And he'll take a strike. Or no, it's going to call that one a strike. Upper part of the zone. Similar pitch to what they got Glodowski on in the top half is, it seems like the zone up might be getting bigger, but the corners are not. The 3-1. Popped him up. Solsby moving over, and he's got it for the first out. So Garski actually is 0 for 2. So here comes Grod. Grod is got the hit today. Grod singled to right, came around to score. That was back in the 3rd. So it was a first real hard contact off of Blaskowski today. And he fouls that one straight back. Blaskowski out of the stretch. Big curveball in there for a strike on the inside corner.
That was a good pitch. That was a good changeup.
0-2. We'll see if he goes back to the curveball. He does, and it's spiked down in the dirt. Glodowski blocks it behind the plate, but it's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes to Grod, trying to get on base for the second time. High fly ball into left. Jastrzomski will get there for the second out. He had lost it for a second. You saw him put his hand up saying that he couldn't see it. That ball was sky high. And with this cloud cover, it can be a little tougher to see as we get later and later into the evening. but eventually found the spot, found the out. And here comes Dorn. Dropped down a sacrifice bunt back in the third. And that's fouled back. 0-1 to the Mosinee designated hitter. Limansky works. Little looping line drive, foul. Over toward the bullpen. That'll scoot all the way up and down the line. And they're going to go send someone to go get the baseball. Looks like Sam Wonglin going to go and chase it down. 0-2. Limansky trying to get through the fifth. And he does. Half swing, he went around. They appeal. Base umpire says he didn't go. Everyone from both teams is walking off the field. And he absolutely went on that. And he knows it.
He thought it was. I'm not going to argue with you on that one.
So 1-2.
I know, good for
Mosinee catches a break. And that's a foul. Just a foul tip. Rolls back. Dorn trying to keep this inning going. We're in the bottom of the fifth. The 1-2. Down in the dirt with a curveball. 2-2. White, count back even. Glove at the waist, winds and delivers. Fastball up, full now, 3-2. The full count. Popped him up. On the infield. Landon Moe moving over. He's got it. And that'll end the inning. We've played 5. Mosinee goes down in order. We go to the 6th. Your score, Amherst 3, Mosinee 1. You're watching regular season non-conference baseball until you wrap up and get ready for playoffs on Zaletta. Sixth inning is up. As again, we thank everyone joining us today. For the Amherst Falcons, Jersley back out there. It'll be Jastrzomski, Pesky, and Spoelstra. Looks like actually Brandel is going to hit for himself. The DH will be off, but Aiden Jastrzomski 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts, stepping in there to face Jersley.
Up to bat, number 10, Aiden Jastrzomski.
Aiden has struck out once from Limansky and once off of Jersley. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Aiden standing a little far back in the box. And that one slides across the inner half. It is 0-2. So he's gone outside, he's gone inside. And that's a chopper to second. Shoop takes the big hop, throws, one out. So one out here in the 6th. And that'll bring up Brandel.
Up to bat, number 42, TJ Brandel.
Brandel 0 for 2, reached on an error. Came across last time. And a big swing and a miss. Tried to pull that one, pulled the front hip forward and came up empty. 4 hits for the Falcons. That's outside, a ball and a strike. 1-2 there. Teams have combined for 6 hits in this one through 5. Jersley Wines delivers. Outside, 2-2. Again, we've seen the corners, again, be extremely tight. The upper portion of the zone has opened up a bit last inning, and that's down 3-2. It looks like we're going to see Jastrzomski start to get loose down in the bullpen. Just in case. That just missed. Must have been out, and it's a 1-out walk.
Up to bat, number 22, Noah Spoelstra.
So here comes Spoelstra. As now we're going to get Pesky running. So Pesky, who they threw over on about 7 times last time he was on base, takes the lead off of first with Spoelstra stepping in. Noah struck out his first time, and he fouls that one off of himself. It's 0-1. Jersley now 4 walks, 6 strikeouts, and 3 1/3. Throw over, and he's in there with a dive. Stoffel holding on Pesky with about a foot height advantage. Line drive pulled foul. It's 0-2. So he crossed the bottom of this hour, top half of inning number 6. 2-run lead for the Amherst Falcons, 3-1. Bases loaded walks to Lee and Moe. The difference, that was back in the 5th. Got him swinging, foul tip into the mitt, out number 2. That'll bring up Solsby. Tyler 0 for 1, he walked and scored back in the 5th. Currently, we crossed the 6:30 mark of the day. 55 degrees here in Mosinee. Fouled back. Fastball up. Down and away. It evens up 1-1 to Solsby, top of the order on deck with Hoffman. Trying to get an at-bat here in the 6th. Pesky, the runner at first. Strike 2, inside corner.
It's hard telling with his strike because his strike and his ball was usually with the same hand. Got him.
Strike 3 called, inning over, Payne to the outside corner. 8th strikeout for Jersley, and the 6th is over for the Falcons. They leave a runner on the 1-out walk as we go to the bottom of 6. It is 3-1 Falcons on Zaleski Sports.
Don't let pain or mobility issues keep you from enjoying life. Let our physical therapy doctors and our staff at Roberts Physical Therapy help you recover your ability to move easily and live free of aches and pains, providing effective individual treatment plans. Whether you're experiencing problems with balance and mobility, you're experiencing pain in your low back, or you're dealing with any other physical challenges, we'll take care of you. For more information on how we can service your needs, contact us today.
Bottom of 6. An overcast, 55-degree Thursday evening here in Mosinee. Again, final game of the regular season. A lot of the first-round regional quarterfinals going on today as well. Baseball and softball. Softball regional final day. Both these teams will play next on Tuesday in their regional semis. Both on their home fields as the 1 seeds. Pleskowski back to work. He's going to face the top of the order. He'll face Milan and then the top of the order. Here in the 6th. Eli Milan sacrificed fly at an RBI his first time up into right.
Up to bat, number 23, Eli Milan.
Pleskowski in a good position with his pitch count going into the 6th. Working out of the stretch. And the first one's in there for a strike. Pleskowski, 62 pitches through 5. 2 hits, 1 earned run, strikeout 2. He's walked none. That's going to be outside. Gets away from Gladowski. Ball and a strike. Big at bat here. If you get the 9-hitter on for Jershly in the top of the order, that's huge for Mosinee. The 1-1. Strike 2. And Milan drove in the lone run of the game for Mosinee. Grodded came around to score on it. The 1-2. Little chopper foul toward the on-deck circle. Just a defensive swing to stay alive. We'll see if Pleskowski now starting mixing in a changeup a little bit. We'll see if he goes to the curveball here. Maybe goes back up with the fastball, top part of the zone. Milan doing everything he can to fight through. Big curveball and a big swing and a miss. So there's the first out of the 6th. Third strikeout for Wyatt. And that'll turn things over to Jershly. Jershly 1 for 2. He doubled his last time up back in the 3rd. Hit into the right center field gap. And the outfield's going to play him accordingly. They're playing him to pull. Pesky in the gap. There is a ton of room. If Jershly gets one down the right field line, he may circle the bases. Popped him up. Gladowski calls for it. And Pleskowski calls him off, and basket catches it Willie Mays style for the second out. That's a big out getting Jershly. That'll bring up Limansky. 0 for 2. Popped up to first, grounded out to short today. Two outs here in the 6th. Getting late. Curveball bounces in there for ball 1. Falcons looking for win 24. Mosinee trying to come back, get win 23. Pleskowski with the 1-0. Is going to be down and out for ball 2. Two and nothing. Stoffel on deck. He would be the tying run. Fly ball into right. Pesky taking a couple of steps in. He'll make the call. He'll make the catch. Bobble it a touch. But he gets the 3rd out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 goes Mosinee. We go to 7. 1 inning to go. It is Amherst 3, Mosinee 1 on Zaleski Sports.
Central Door Solutions is the premier commercial and residential overhead door and dock equipment provider in north central Wisconsin. Our staff of trained professionals have the resources it takes to respond to emergency calls quickly. We use only the highest quality materials and top manufacturers in our overhead doors, hollow metal entry doors, dock equipment, screen doors, and much more.
Whether it's your home or business, farm or industrial, Central Door has your solution. Central Door Solutions, where personality opens doors and character keeps them open.
We go to the 7th. Jake Hoffman, Wyatt Blaskowski, Ben Lee to hit off of Jerschley, trying to get some extra runs across. So final throw goes down. 3 runs right now. The go-ahead run with a bases-loaded walk, an unearned run. Turning point of this game was that first error back in the 5th. Hoffman, 1 for 2. He's been on base twice with a walk and a single. Jerschley working from the windup. Hoffman tries to drop one down and pops it foul and out of play back behind home plate. Hoffman at the lone hit in that two-run 5th. He's just got the bat out and just looped one into center. Try to drop one down there, using his speed. And he'll take a low strike. Missed nothing in 2. The 0-2, down and away. An update as well. We'll get you from Athens shortly. That'll miss high for ball 2. Over in Athens, the Pacelli Cardinals bounce back from the doubleheader loss to Amherst with a win over Athens 7-6. There's a line drive fair down the left field line. Hoffman will round first. He will hold there with a leadoff single. Hoffman now 2 for 3. And that'll bring up Blaskowski. Wyatt 1 for 3. A double and a couple of strikeouts today. Hoffman on first. You got to think to get that run in, he's going to look to steal a base. It's not this time. The fastball is going to miss high. And Hoffman 33 for 33. He's been quieter on the base pass in last couple of weeks. Early in the year, it wasn't a matter of if, it was when he was going to run. That'll miss high for ball 2. And we'll have a meeting. Brent's going to go out and calm down Jerschley. Jerschley overstriding a touch and overthrowing. Trying to aim it rather than just throw. Back on the rubber, Hoffman takes his lead off of first. He'll hold, and a big swing and a miss. Blaskowski out in front. It's 2-1. Jerschley with 8 strikeouts. Now in his 5th inning, throw over, and he's just in there. Hoffman was leaning. Line drive into the left center field gap. That's down. Hoffman is going to turn second. He's on his way to third. Blaskowski will hold on a big turn. He'll retreat back to first, and there's runners at the corners with nobody out for Ben Lee. Lee walked with the bases loaded his last time up. As Obremski given the sign for first and third, Amherst did steal a run on Tuesday using the first and third play. And Hoffman's got the speed to do it. Blaskowski, good base runner. He'll hold. Lee took a home run cut and fouled it back. Mosinee's going to play with the corners in. They're going to try and cut that run off. You almost have to here. And actually going to move Unerdal back. Strike 2 to Lee. Jerschley looking for one thing and one thing only right now. Strikeout. Throw over. Blaskowski back standing. Again, good speed on third. A fly ball will get the run in. There's a little liner into center. It's caught. Hoffman tags. Throw is going to come in. It's going to be on line, but he's going to be just a touch late. The bounce goes high. Hoffman across to score. It's 4-1 Falcons. Throw came in really high. So sacrifice fly and an RBI for Lee. Second RBI.
I'm not sure if he was thinking he should.
And it looks like they're going to make the call. Jerschley will head off. Pat on the back from Grod. And we're going to see Limansky throw. Limansky's going to make his 6th appearance out of the bullpen this year. Jerschley will go back to, look, I'm guessing either second or short. Shoop's going to go into right. And as he was getting a different glove, they decided against it. So the numbers for Taylor Limansky, again, 6th appearance in 8 innings. He's got a 2.63 ERA. He struck out 8, walked 4. He's given up 6 hits and 3 earned runs. We're going to see a pinch runner as well for Lee. It's going to be Jerry Lucht. Will run for Lee. Falcons getting some of their bench players in, even just as a runner. It'll be Mo, or he's in for Blaskowski, so a courtesy runner for the pitcher, I should say. Lee was retired on the sacrifice fly. So Jerry Lucht will run for Blaskowski with 1 out. Limansky will come in and work out of the stretch. 4-1 Amherst. Lee with 2 RBIs. Gladowski with an RBI. And Mo with an RBI. The lone run for Mosinee came on a sacrifice fly from Myland and an RBI there. Falcons with 6 hits, 4 runs. They have not committed an error. They have left 6 on base. Through 6 innings, Mosinee will run on 2 hits. They've left 1 on base. They have committed an error. So here comes Mo. He drew a bases loaded walk back in the 5th. He's 1 for 2 today, singled and scored back in the 2nd. Limansky looking for a ground ball here, trying to get out of this inning, looking for a double play ball. They turned a really nice one back in the 1st off of Lee. With the combo they have in there now, Jerschley back at short. Grod over to 2nd. Lucht with his lead off of 1st. And the first one's going to miss up for ball 1. Of course, following the conclusion of this one, stay tuned. We'll have your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. We'll talk to whichever coach leaves here with the win and a victorious player as well in our highlight house, as there's a high fly ball, hooking and foul. Mo with a sheepish smile looking over to his coach, knowing that if he waits back a split second, he may have just had a 2-run homer. One and one. Limansky trying to, again, looking for a double play ball. Middle infield at double play depth. Nice curveball in there. Strike 2. Jerschley gave up 3 runs, 1 earned in 4 1/3. Just a touch low. That low portion of the zone has been inconsistent today. We've seen a couple calls for both teams that have been called and haven't been, that have looked pretty good and not as good. 2-2. But for the most part, pitchers have adjusted. That's fouled off the mask of Obremski. It's been a good pitcher's duel here in Mosinee. Don't let the score fool you. Blaskowski and Jerschley went, for the most part, pitch for pitch in this one. We'll see if Wyatt gets the 7th. That's going to bounce in there. And it's 2-2. You got to think Blaskowski will get the 7th, and if he gets in trouble, we'll see Aiden Jastrzonsky. He was warming last inning, but primarily the bullpen arm doesn't need a lot to get ready. The 2-2, fouled back. Again, thank you all for joining us today as we approach 7 o'clock. Back on here, Joey Ramsey over on the camera work. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. He tomahawks that one and pops it up to center. Garski way in. He'll make the catch. And there's a second out. Garski does play shallow. But even that was very shallow. And here comes Glodowski. Glodowski 1 for 3, an RBI double back in the second. Since then, he has grounded out and struck out. He was caught looking to end that 5th, leaving the bases loaded. Fastball high and away. So Limansky comes in, gets the fly out from Mo. Now he's got to get through Glodowski. Glodowski probably the hottest hitter right now as he'll pop that one fouling out of play, left field side. Glodowski had a 3 RBI day in Game 1 against Pacelli on Thursday. Tuesday. That was the walk-off win. Takes that one up, 2-1. And a couple of hits, including essentially conference-clinching grand slam against Wittenberg-Burnhamwood a couple of weeks ago. The second one of that game that the Falcons had hit. The 2-1, that's in there for a strike. Again, that one a low strike called. That one caught more of the plate than some of the other ones. 2-2. Jerry Luck still at first base. Little chopper foul that may have gotten a piece of the front foot. Glodowski keeps it going. 2-2. Curveball just kind of floats up there. You didn't get a good release on that one. And it's 3-2. Luck's going to get a head start. Limansky set the 3-2. Runner goes. Fly ball into left. Milan backing up. He's got it in his tracks. And he's got it in the glove for the 3rd out. But a run does come across on 2 hits. And a runner left. Bottom half of the 7th, last chance for Mosinee. They're down 3. It's 4-1 Amherst here in the final regular season day on Zaleski Sports. Bottom half of the 7th, last chance for Mosinee. Blaskowski back out to work, looking to go the distance. Jastrzomski is going to be ready just in case they get a couple runners on. He'll face 3, 4, and 5. Stoffel, Unertl, Obremski. Pitches.
What do they have for pitches?
Yeah, like 100 to 120.
Is that what it is? Okay.
We approach 7 o'clock. Blaskowski taking his final couple warm-up tosses. Another final as well in the CWC Iola Scandinavia took down Rasho. That was playoff baseball. 10-3. So I think they're gonna head to Stevens Point. They'll take on Pacelli. So here comes Stoffel. Davin 0 for 2, fly out and a ground out. Blaskowski only 71 pitches. He is in very good shape to go the distance here. And it's a ground ball pulled foul wide of third. Good swing. But just a touch in front. Laskowski, not an overpowering pitcher, but he mixes well. He throws strikes. Again, coming in, he only had 8 walks in 34 innings. Can add 6 more innings to that without a walk. Curveball pulled, just foul. It hit looked like it hit a spike mark or a little too big piece of chalk down the line, and then kicked foul about 3 feet in front of the base. It was not foul by much, and if there was nothing there obstructing it, that might have gone fair. But now 0-2. There's a little line drive into center. Hoffman's going to play it on a hop. Leadoff single for Stoffel. 3rd hit for Mosinee, and it's their first base runner since the 3rd inning. It'd have been 10 straight. Here comes Unerdl. He's grounded out twice. Swinging bunt and a ground ball to first today. Tying run now on deck. Stoffel, a decent-sized lead over at first with those long strides. He's stolen 4 bases this year. But yeah, I think he's not going to be going anywhere. Pulled to right, deep, foul. That would have one-hopped the fence, but it's a foul ball, and it's 0-1. Stoffel will retreat. Wyatt's going to go and get the baseball. And now he'll get a new one. Nobody out, runner aboard. Tying run is on deck in the form of Obremski. 0-1. Laskowski set. Runner holds. Sidearm, curveball down in the dirt. So ball and a strike. Changed the arm angle that time. Stoffel's got to be smart over at first base. Can't make it down 3. Chopper will kick foul. Glowski couldn't get out there quick enough. If he'd got out there a little bit quicker, he could have maybe kept that one fair, made the tag. Or thrown to second even to try and turn 2. But it's 1-2 now. Stoffel, a big lead off of first. Throw over, high throw, and he's in there. Better throw has him. If the throw is at least belt instead of the crest of the Falcon logo, Stoffel's picked off of first. But again, a big lead. He'll hold. Breaking ball down. Oh, he rung him up. Wow, he rung him up. That ball was outside. It may have crossed at the knees, but that ball looked outside here, and there's the first out. Cole Jolson pointing to the umpire exactly where that one was. And he's got a case. He absolutely has a case there. That one did not look like a strike. And Glowski didn't catch it that well either. But either way, Obremski's in with 1 out. He's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly ball to center. That's down. The 1-0. Pulled foul. 1-1. Looked like it may have crossed on the outside corner at the knees. He just caught it bad. It was close. 1-1. For the record, I thought it was outside.
Just the way the catcher was with his glove.
1-1 the count. Falcons looking for double play. Middle infield playing deep, but at double play depth. Stoffel, the runner at first. Halfway onto the cutout. Popped foul. Back behind home plate. It's 1-2.
This is probably good to play a game like this right before playoffs. You know.
Get it out of our system.
Yeah. Well, they're seeing a good pitcher.
Keep us humble.
Yeah. They're seeing a good pitcher. So
Laskowski set the 1-2. Fastball up, throw back to first. And he's just back in there. Lee tried the swipe tag. Count now 2-2. Tying run still in the on-deck circle. That'd be Garski. The 2-2. Curveball rolled to first. Lee is bobbling it. And he's going to be safe. The ball gets away. It's going to be an E3. Runners at second and third. Lee bobbled it, kicked it in foul territory, and he tried to throw it. It was kicked, and now the tying run at the plate with 2 in scoring position and 1 out for Garski. Coach Trudell's going to go and talk to his right-hander, calm him down. Garski 0 for 2, a strikeout and a pop-up. Meeting adjourned. We crossed the 7 o'clock hour. This is the tying run. Garski does not have a home run this year. We're going to see a runner. Brady Locken is going to run.
Up to bat, number 3, Trevor Garski.
So Locken running. Stoffel at third. 1 out. Blaskowski just getting out. That's his one job at this point. Those runs, as far as the way the game goes, are unimportant. This is the important one for both teams, and both teams know it. A strike low at the hollow of the knees. Garski moves up in the box. 0-1. Tense 7th inning. Curveball rolled foul just wide of third. Curveball there. Update as well in this neck of the woods. Columbus Catholic just took down Stratford 4-1. So the Dons back in their winning ways. The 0-2. Popped foul. Tried to gas him up with a high fastball at the shoulders, and he fights it off. Nothing in 2. Ground ball to short. Mo takes the hop. Throw. Second out of the inning. Leo pump fake, locking back to third. A run does come in. So it's an RBI ground out. And it'll be up to Grodd. He's the tying run. Grodd also does not have a long ball this year. It's 1 for 2 today. Singled and scored back in the third, flew out to left in the 5th. That's their all-state guy. First pitch. Fly ball into right. Pesky ranging over. He's got it. The Amherst Falcons are 24-0. They take this one by a score of 4-2. Pesky records the final out. Wyatt Blaskowski is going to get win number 7, and Amherst is going to go into the playoffs undefeated. A great game on both sides. 2 spectacular teams to watch, and I'm looking forward to seeing how both these teams do in the postseason. But right now, stay tuned. We got your Nasonville Dairy postgame show coming up next. Get those fresh cheese curds. They're made daily. Go to Marshfield, go to Curtis, and head to NasonvilleDairy.com as well. One more time, your final score, 4-2 Falcons. I'll be back down by home plate with Coach Held on Zaleski Sports when we return.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Back here from Mosinee with your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. What a game we had here from Mosinee. Top two teams in their divisions. Mosinee was number 2 in D2, Falcons number 1 in D3, and it showed on the field. I'm joined by Coach Hellman. Coach, you've been scheduling some really tough opponents to get ready for this postseason run, and probably none tougher than this one right here.
I told my athletic director, find us a loss before we get into the playoffs. We did everything we could. That Mosinee team is sound in every facet of the game. Sound in every facet. And what I just told our boys, we beat them in every facet. So nothing can stop us if we play this way. If we have pitching performances like Wyatt today, there's just nothing that can stop them if you play baseball that way.
And I know there was a little bit of discussion on what arms you're going to have. You threw 3 of your rotation guys against Pacelli. Wyatt comes in, he goes all 7, and with a pitch count in very good shape. This was the definition, besides the runs, of a Maddox type start.
Yeah, he carves them up. That's kind of the way I like to put it. He paints corners, he works off speed, and he's got such a difference between his velocity on the fastball, the changeup, and the curve. They all come in at different speeds. You can just see what it does to a hitter. It makes everything uneasy for offense. The opponent just doesn't have a fair chance if Wyatt can pitch the way he did today.
And, Coach, for most of this year, offensively for you guys, you've been driving in runs, getting the extra bases. You got the 10 team home runs. But today, it was an error, a couple base-loaded walks, sacrifice flies. It was all the little things for you guys. And when you have playoffs now in 1 week, seeing that kind of stuff's got to feel good for you.
We've won in a lot of different ways throughout the year. We started the year as Mr. Stolen Base, just stealing bases left and right and being ultra aggressive. And we've really seen it. The higher quality teams you play, it's hard to be aggressive like that. So we've really depended on our bats. And as you said, today it kind of came down to even small ball. Just being aggressive, running out ground balls. TJ Brandel starting an inning just because he hustles. And then we get a couple of base hits knocked in there, be patient at the plate, and then good things end up happening. It's just the game of baseball. And like I said, we're firing on all cylinders right now, and it feels good.
And now, Coach, a couple games going on right now. I heard you talking during the commercial break about maybe it looks like St. Mary Catholic's already coming to town. Now, the goal, you have to keep that 0.
Yeah.
There is no tomorrow for whatever one team that's going to be on the field from here on out. How are you going to try and now turn the corner and make sure that it is truly one game at a time?
Yeah, it's got to be perfect season, or we're going to be awfully disappointed at this point. The way you got to do that is just remind the kids, the whole thing is very, very fragile. Last year we felt the burn of what it's like to lose a big game when we had bought in and we thought Appleton was going to be the result. And then remember those kinds of feelings, and it all comes apart if one game you just don't have it. So a reminder, making sure they're loose, making sure they're having fun, but then don't take it for granted. Realize how precious this is.
Absolutely. So we're going to bring Wyatt in here, and again, we had talked about we had seen Tyler, Landon, and Ben all through on Tuesday. It was on your shoulders, and you had probably your second best game of the year.
Yeah, I really just try to come out and be efficient. I mean, that's key to saving the arms, especially here. When we did use those 3 guys on Tuesday, just being efficient and letting them put the ball in play and get the outs is really key to keeping the pitch count down.
And you talked about mixing things up. You started with mostly fastball the first time through. We saw a little bit more of the curveball the second time. Third time, we started seeing more of the changeup. Was that kind of the plan going in, to try and so they wouldn't see everything right away and that they would slowly get stuff layered in to keep them off balance?
Yeah, I mean, that's a very good hitting team, and keeping them off balance is what we're trying to do. And just working those pitches in at different counts, different points in the at-bat is it's key to keeping everybody off balance, not just the top of the order.
And now for you, offensively, you've been starting to heat up a little bit more in the plate the past couple of weeks. A couple hits today. What's going through your head now coming in, knowing that you're in the top 4 in the order, that they're going to need you getting on base, doing all the things now to make this and try and make your first trip down to Appleton?
Yeah, I mean, I know the first half of the season isn't what I expect to be as a hitter, and so I've started to pick up here and putting in the work, and it's starting to show. And I really think that's a testament to me and the rest of this team that we're starting to hit the ball a lot better here, and it's going to be hard for our opponents to stop.
And okay, so we're going to do one last thing. You've done this before, but now you're doing it live.
Yep.
We're going to get you in our highlight house. I'm getting out of the way, and I'm giving you the mic.
I'm Wyatt Blaskowski, and I'm in the house.
Well done, Wyatt. Good luck next
Thank you.
week.
Thank you.
There's Wyatt Blaskowski, our highlight house player of the game for the Amherst Falcons. Falcons win this one 4-2, and they get a perfect 24-0 regular season. They'll head into playoffs next Tuesday against what looks to be St. Mary Catholic. The Zephyrs come into town in their regional semifinals. So that being said, we're going to wrap things up here. For Joey Rancy, this is Mike Wendland saying so long, everybody. That has been your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Get those fresh cheese curds made daily. And from all of us here at Zaleski Sports, thank you for joining us. Stay warm, stay cool, stay safe, and we'll talk to you next time. One more time, your final score, Amherst 4, Mosinee 2. A spectacular game of baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Good night, everybody. I'll take care of it up there.